Hey everyone, today we're cooking Pancit Palabok, Pancit Malabon, or Pancit Luglog. So here are all our ingredients. So I have this Pancit Palabok brand. So this is the noodles I'm going to use for the Pancit Palabok or Pancit Malabon. And then I have the smaller noodle, vermicelli noodles for our Pancit Luglog. And then I have pork crackling. We're going to blend that later on. Also have annatto seed to color our palabok sauce later on. So I'll show you how to do that. And then here we have chopped garlic, chopped onion. We have flour for our sauce later on. And then dried prawns. So we're going to blend them as well. And then we have prawns head. So I've just put them aside from the other day. And then I have prawns here, eggs, 500 grams or half a kilo pork mince, spring onion, lemon, or calamansi if you don't have lemon. And then we're gonna use fish sauce instead of salt. So this one is squid brand, but it's a fish sauce, okay? We're gonna boil our prawns head and same with our palabok noodles until it's al dente. While waiting for our noodles and the prawns head to cook, we're gonna blend our pork crackling. This one is just gonna take 3 to 5 seconds and it's ready. So our prawns head are cooked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend them so we can get more flavor from them. Now we're gonna blend our prawns head together with the broth. I already put the dried prawns in there and I put like 2 prawns as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna blend this one. So just keep doing the same process for the rest of the prawns head and the broth. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna filter the broth just to get that prawns shell out of the broth. So our palabok noodles is al dente, is cooked. So we're gonna strain it and then leave it aside. So now we're gonna make our palabok sauce. So we're just gonna stir fry our garlic first, and then just wait for it to be golden brown, and then we're gonna put the onion after that. Our garlic is now golden brown, so I'm gonna put the onion, and it's the same, just wait for it to be golden brown, and then we're gonna put our next ingredients. So the next ingredients for our palabok sauce is we're gonna cook our prawns. After a few minutes, our prawns are cooked, so we're just gonna put them aside. So I'm just gonna take them out so they're not gonna be overcooked, and then we're gonna add them later on. After this, we're gonna add our next ingredient, which is the pork mince. So here is our half a kilo or 500 grams of pork mince. So we're just gonna stir fry that one and leave it to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then we're gonna check again. So while waiting for our pork mince to cook, we're gonna do our annatto seed. So this is the broth that we have from the prawns head, which is really hot. You can use water, just make sure that it's boiling. It's boiling hot, so just keep pressing this one until we extract that flavor from this annatto seed and also the color. So after a few minutes, you'll see that the color of your broth is gonna change. So it's now getting reddish. So just keep doing this for a couple of minutes while waiting for your pork mince. And then we're gonna use that for our palabok sauce. So after a couple of minutes, our pork mince is cooked. So now we're gonna add the annatto seed sauce that we did earlier. So as you can see, the color of the sauce is really red. So which is really good. So that's what we want. So we're gonna add this and then we're gonna leave it boiling for about 15 to 18 minutes and then we're gonna check again. So here we're gonna use some of the broth and put it on the flour to thicken our sauce. So we're gonna put a little bit of our broth on this flour and then we're gonna mix it and then we're gonna use this to thicken our sauce. So after a couple of minutes, we're gonna add some more of that broth that we have. As you can see, our palabok sauce is the color is really red now. And I'm also adding fish sauce and pepper as well. So we're gonna leave it to boil again and then we're gonna check again in a couple of minutes. Adding the last batch of our broth from our prawns head. So this is really smell good, so just gonna wait for it for a couple of minutes. This sauce has been boiling for a couple of minutes now, so we're gonna thicken it. So we're gonna add the flour and the prawn broth that we mixed together to thicken our palabok sauce. So just gently mix it and then keep adding the rest. As you can see, our palabok sauce is now thickened. So it's almost ready. Oh, smells good. So it's cooked. Our palabok sauce is cooked. So I've already put aside half of it for our pancit luglog later on. Now we're gonna add these noodles. And this is gonna be the palabok or pancit malabon. And then we're gonna mix it and we're gonna add the other ingredients after a few minutes, okay? Now we're adding the other ingredients. I've already cut 4 of the boiled egg that we have into pieces. I'm adding them and also the pork crackling that we shredded before, the shredded pork crackling that we have. Just put half of it and then continue mixing it. Oh, smells good. So just keeps on mixing it. Okay, now the palabok is cooked. And I'm just gonna add the last ingredient, which is the lemon juice. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of it. And then just make sure you taste it and then you can adjust and add some more if you need to, okay? Oh, smells good in here. So our palabok is cooked. And here it is, our pancit palabok, pancit malabon, or pancit luglog. Thanks for watching, guys.